What's up, YouTube? My name is Mertz, and today we're going to be opening up a Japanese base set starter deck. This deck was released on October 20th, 1996, so it recently just celebrated its 26th birthday. Now, this deck is a little unusual compared to most starter decks or pre-constructed theme decks that we're used to these days, and the reason for that is that it has a randomized assortment of cards. So what we get in this deck, first off, 30 energies, we get 20 random common cards, 8 random uncommon cards, 1 rare, and finally we get 1 random holographic card. So this really makes this deck unique, and it makes it a lot of fun to open. You never know what you're going to get. When you open it up, you could get a Charizard, you could get a Poliwrath, you could get a Blastoise, you could get a Magneton, you could get a Venusaur or a Nidoking. So it really just makes it a lot of fun to open up these decks and see what you're going to get. The fact that you can get all of this for the original historic base set release of Pokemon for under $500 is mind-blowing to me. This has to be one of the only things in Pokemon that truly has a plausible shot of being plus EV when you open it. So the holos in PSA 10 can go for several $100s if you get the Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard. They can obviously go for upwards of $1,000 in a PSA 10. Even the commons and uncommons in 9 and 10 have really good value. So this deck is just a ton of fun to open, a really good opening experience. It's not just the fact that you can make money or pull hundreds of dollars or stonk out to the moon pulling thousands of dollars in cards. It's just a lot of fun to open. This is a historic release. This is the base set. This is the original set released in Japan in 1996. So I don't care if we pull a PSA 7 Poliwrath and get absolutely wrecked with terrible commons and uncommons, pulling no starters, no Pikachu, and just get the worst holo in the worst condition. Even if that's the case, this is still going to be a ton of fun to open. It's just a really cool release, really cool deck, and I can't wait to open it up. All right. Enough talking, let's get to the opening. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's open up this Japanese base set starter deck. I'm so excited. Let's go. All right, it's finally time to open up this sealed Japanese base set starter deck. I am so excited to share this experience with you guys. Look at this beautiful deck. The corners are crisp. The seal is perfect. There are no tears. There are no blemishes on this deck. If I were planning to keep this sealed, this would be the perfect deck to do that with, but that's not why we're here today. We're here to open this up. Just really fun having this in hand. I've been thinking about buying one of these for a little while now and just very excited to get one in hand and to be opening this up. So before we crack it open, I did want to point out something on the side, a detail that I learned when I was doing research before making this purchase. If we look at the side here, first thing we notice is the 1,300 yen. So 1,300 yen, I believe I checked right before I started recording this video, and 1,300 yen is approximately $8.75 or so. A little bit more expensive these days than it was back in 1996 in Japan, but that's just an interesting little piece to have the price built right into the box there. But what we really want to look at here is this little ID number here. So this 104-0061. So there are 2 variations to this deck. This one that I'm showing you right here, and there is a second one that I've got pulled up on the screen here. So you see here the 104-01. So this variation, the 104-01 that I have circled here in red, is, from what I understand, more likely to give you the possibility to pull no rarity cards out of the deck. So we do not have that version. We've got the more common 104-0061, but that's okay. Very, very excited to open this deck up nonetheless. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to go ahead and break the seal. I actually can't believe I'm doing this right now. This is crazy. So we've broken the seal. We're going to rip the top portion off. It is coming off nicely, and we're going around and around. All right, the seal has been broken. We're going to pop off the top, and it's coming off very nicely. I'm going to try to keep the deck in as good of a condition that as I can. So we're just going to be careful here. So I watched an opening right before this, and I believe the holographic card and the rare are on the bottom here where I'm pointing. So we're going to open it up, try not to reveal the pull at the end. So we're going to be very careful. I would like to display this deck here once I have opened it. So we're going to pop that open there and be careful not to show or reveal what is in the deck. Kind of dump this out here. Going to pull it out very carefully, lay that down, and we'll see what we get here. I think there should be a rule book and a coin here. So we're going to take a look at the rule book. This is actually really cool. I'm going to take a look at this later. So just really a nice little rule book here. So we're going to set that off to the side over here. And then we've got a little coin, little Chansey coin. Look at that beautiful Chansey coin. Cool. And we will take a look and see if there is anything else in this box. Let's smell that 1996 air. Really cool. So we're going to close that back up over here, and we're going to set this in the back background. So getting a little nervous here. So let's take a look. Let me try to do the best I can of opening this up and being very, very careful while also having the microphone and the camera right in my face. I do have a knife to assist me in breaking this little seal. So we're going to do our very best to cut. Come on. We're going to go pause and get some scissors. We've got some scissors here. There we go. We've got it open. We've got it. I will do my best. Be very, very careful. There's the holographic. Here's the rare. Set those to the side. I am going to get some sleeves. Okay. We've got the holo. And now we've got the rare. All right. Let's open up the deck. Here we go. So there are a decent chunk of energies on the bottom, but what do we have here? Let's go through the deck. So we've got an Onyx, Magnemite. Let's go. We got a Pikachu. That to the side there. Growlithe. Is that going to be a Squirtle? Nope, it's going to be a Star Me. Got a Drowsy. Rattata. Ghastly. All right, Machop. So we're into the uncommons now. We've got the Pokédex. Love Porygon. Abra. Love Abra. So we're still in the commons. So I guess we're going back and forth a little bit. Sandshrew. Tangela. I love Tangela. Let's go. We've got ourselves a Charmander. Put that to the side. Gust of Wind. Nidorino. Ivysaur. This is very, very successful so far. Coughing. Potion. What do we have here? We've got a Staryu, a Pidgey, Ponyta, Dugong, Haunter. I love it. These are really, really good cards. I'm already having a ton of fun just opening up the commons and uncommons. This is going to be the rare. So let's see what rare we got. And that's not the rare that you want to get. So that is Pokemon Breeder, but that's okay. Let's see what the holographic card is. Very, very, very excited to turn this over. Again, this is not about stonking to the moon. This is not about Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. I don't care if this is an off-center Magneton. I don't care if this is a creased Nidoking or a Poliwrath. I'm just here to have fun. This has been a blast so far, so let's see what we get. But before we do that, let's take a look at the condition on the back. It's pretty well centered, so loving that. Don't see any white dots off the rip, so that's good too. So let's turn this over. Okay, we've got a Clefairy. Very good. I like Clefairy. Very cool card. Love the Japanese holofoil pattern. This was a success. A ton of fun opening this up. We've got a Clefairy. Got a ton of awesome commons and uncommons. Got a Charmander. Got a Pikachu. Got an Ivysaur. Pulled the Haunter. Porygon. Love these cards. Love every single one of them. I've had a blast. It is 1:30 a.m. Central Time and my heart is pumping. I am not going to be able to fall asleep. Had so much fun recording this video. This has been an absolute blast. All right, that'll do it for today's video. I had so much fun opening up that Japanese base set starter deck with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a phenomenal time, a wonderful opening experience. Can't recommend it enough. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.